Do you remember in 2017 when we had about 10,000 subscribers and we launched our membership and it flopped completely? We had raving fans and nobody bought. But then we hit six-figure a year because we realized we were missing one specific element. And this is what we want to talk to you about today. The missing piece that we needed to hit six-figure a year. I'm going to reveal it to you, but let's start from the beginning.
Hello, my wonderful talent. Welcome to Profitable Talents. I'm Alessia and this is Iacopo.
The thing that struck me was that Lazy Dancer Tips channel was doing amazing. Like we did 100 subscribers in like a month or something, 1,000 subscribers in 4 months, and it just kept on growing from there. So we thought, this is brilliant. Like, how did you feel when we started?
The funny thing is, the very beginning when we had 100 to 1,000, I said, well, I'm pretty sure these are mostly friends.
Yeah, friends and family.
Friends and family.
The first 100 for sure.
Yeah, and then when you realize that 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and it keeps growing, it's like, I don't have that many friends. Even if I put them all together throughout my whole life, I don't think I can actually get to 250,000.
I had 3, so I was set. And we started with the idea of monetizing the channel somehow, just we didn't know how, or I think we weren't ready to actually ask for any type of money in any way. Until that day that Vimeo contacted us. They acquired a company, like an OTT company. What they do video hosting now. Many companies do that right now. But back in 2017, there were many companies like that. And they said, guys, your content is amazing. Why don't you do a membership? You could do it with us using our software and blah, blah, blah. And we thought, oh my God, Vimeo contacted us. It means that we're good.
We're good. We're doing something beautiful and people are noticing us. It's always the, oh, I give you exposure kind of feeling.
No, we had to pay for it. We had to pay for it. But of course, it was a mutual benefit because we could have a platform to host pay-per-view kind of content and they would just earn off of our content. Anyway, we said, great, we've got an incentive. Let's do it. But of course, if we needed to make people pay for this thing, we needed to create more content. Because the theory was, the logic was, people are loving the content, we're gonna create more of the same content, right? It just makes perfect sense. So we spent 6 to 7 months working like mules, 24/7, trying to create content that was exclusive for paying members only.
The idea that I had behind a membership, I didn't know how membership worked. I didn't know the value behind a membership. And especially I thought the more content I have, especially when people walk into the door, the more wow that they're going to be. So the more I had this in mind, the more content I created. The fact that people had to pay monthly, in my head, I had to step it up. I said, okay, if people are paying monthly, it means that I have to create new content every single month. So this is the value behind a membership, which means I'm going to create content for the rest of my life until the membership kicks going, because people are going to constantly pay me and I have to have more content that goes out every month. And this is what many content creators do. Membership equal monthly payment or annual payment equal new content every single month. Big mistake, guys.
Big mistake because 6 to 7 months after we were done with the first chunk of exclusive content within the membership, we were ready to launch it. We had my minimum viable product and we wanted to get it out. We didn't even know what MVP was at the time. And what did we do? We launched it. Basically, we said, we've got more than 10,000 people on the channel. We're gonna create a video when we mention the membership. If only 1% of people would sign up and give us what at the time was only $10 a month, we would be rich. That was the whole plan, that was the whole expectation behind it. We had a very simple landing page that said, have more workouts and plans on this side of the pond. Just, you need to pay for it now. And it's $10 a month. And not surprisingly, well, now we say it, not surprisingly, not many people signed up. And we were incredibly disappointed. So disappointed that when we went on holiday a couple of weeks later, actually not the same day we launched, we were already on holiday, you had a panic attack. I kind of had it in a way. It was terrible, terrible, but we didn't know why. It was a big letdown for us because we put so much effort into this thing that wasn't selling at all.
I've been trying to find that video where we say the Lazy Dance Studio or join my membership, and I couldn't find it.
No.
I think I was so worried about showing people what my offer was, what I had behind the paywall, that I whispered it.
Yeah.
I whispered, come and join my new thing. And that was it. So it's like, how do you expect people to know what you're doing and what you're offering and how they can support you in a way and how they can support themselves with your content behind the paywall if you don't mention it?
Well, you might think, well, you should have increased the volume, like from whisper to tell and to shout even, which is kind of what we did afterwards. We just said the same thing more often and louder with stickers and graphics, get into the Lazy Dance Studio, get more videos. Like we had, again, very few sign-ups every month.
But so what was the thing that we really sucked at?
Well, our offer was terrible. Our offer was basically, we've given you hundreds of videos for free. Now, if you want more, just gotta pay us. And what is the point? If I'm already getting so much value for free here, why in the world should I pay you over here? And that made complete sense. Well, now it makes sense.
In simple words, our offer sucked. Big times.
Exactly. So we stopped and said, okay, but how do we crack the code here? Because I know that lots of people are making money with online things. What are they doing that we are not doing? So we started coming down to earth and ask ourselves, but what do our people actually want? Do they want more video? What do they actually want? Like, who wants a video? Who wants to sit for 2 hours on a video? Nobody. But what do they want? They want to dance ballet at home because they are scared of stepping to a real in-person ballet class. Maybe because they think they're too old, they're too unprepared, they're too unfit. Right? So that's the value of our videos. They want to dance for just the joy of it. So why don't we create an offer that it's more in line with that? So instead of selling a membership, which is also very hard to sell because it's a monthly or annual commitment, we said, what would be the easiest step into our world that we can offer to our people? And then we came up with the 4 weeks beginners ballet course, where you have a specific outcome. At the end of the 4 weeks, you're going to be able to learn the fundamental of ballet and follow a ballet class, a beginner's ballet class.
But it
for
was
only $27.
But it was very specific. It wasn't ballet fitness. It wasn't hundreds of videos. It wasn't have more of this. It was 4 weeks to learn from zero to do your first 2 ballet classes at home, very simply, so Alessia, you feel confident.
And only for adults.
And only for adults. So the language is specific for adults. I'm not talking to adults in the same way I would talk to kids. The way we wrote down the benefits and what they would achieve in those 4 weeks was specific for them, because an adult person has got life happening. They have a family, a husband, cooking, going to work, whatever it is. So it could not be too overwhelming. It had to be easy for them to follow.
It was also fixing the problem that if you want to learn a discipline like ballet, you cannot take 20 years to get there. It should be something digestible for people that Alessia just described. So 4 weeks was a sweet spot. Anyway, the beauty of this was that this became our bestseller because it was just a no-brainer offer. But at the back of it, of course, what do you think would happen if you go through a 4 weeks program that teaches you a skill and you become confident, just confident enough that you can say, you know what, I really enjoy this, I want to continue. Well, guess what? We have a membership where you can continue your journey, advance at your own pace. That's how we managed to go from almost no sign-ups a month to thousands of course sales that translated into hundreds of paying members on the membership. Same content, different offer. So the point of this video is, if you think that the value is in the content, you're mistaken. The content is just information. Information is not value. It should be free everywhere. The value is in the curation of the content. You know, when you have all the ducks in a row, imagine having all your videos in a row to serve a specific purpose for a specific class of people. That's how you craft an offer that makes sense. When you promise an outcome, you don't promise, I'm gonna give you access to 100 videos. I don't wanna have all of these videos to watch. I don't have time.
People get overwhelmed very easily. And if they get into your membership and then don't have a big button that says start here, and they don't know, they get lost, they are overwhelmed with all the content that you have created. And especially they start doubting themselves and they start asking themselves questions like, am I a beginner? Am I an advanced? How are the skills? Too many choices and I don't know how to organize that myself. And that was why I decided to create very specific path for my people in the membership so they wouldn't have to think. If I could go back in time, I would literally delete everything that I've got in the membership and just have one button with start here. And then after that, continue with their path and their journey. So easy, nice and clean. They don't have to think about it. You are the coach. You tell them what to do every single day. It doesn't matter how long it lasts, as long as they see the results and they have little assessments, maybe self-assessments they can do at home halfway through their journey. So they know where they're at and they know what they need to work on.
To give you an example of a membership, I'm paying 67 euros a month. I don't care how many videos there are there. Actually, I was put off by the number of the videos that the influencer that I was following said, you get access to 150 plus videos. Like, I didn't want that. I waited months before I signed up because that was a friction for me. I didn't want it. But his messaging was so in line with my problems, and I knew that that was the only product to fix my mobility problem. In fact, this membership that I signed up for, it's only and exclusively mobility training. Because I really need it, because I'm quite stiff. Even though I go to the gym 3 times a week, I feel stiff because my mobility is very limited. I understand that. I need a guide. That's a membership. I don't care how many videos are there. As long as when I switch on the app, I look at the video and I know which one to go through based on my level. That's the only thing. That's the value. I want to be mobile, pain-free, and flexible. This is what I want. This is what I'm paying for.
So you're not paying for the classes. You're paying for the
result. Did you get that? So think about how you can promise a specific result instead of pushing the videos, the content, the documents. Nobody cares. I don't care. The more you have, the less I care. So please have a better offer. And if you don't know how to create a sales page to sell it, speaking this way, thinking about the benefits and the bonuses and all the things that make people buy, guess what? We've got a framework, specific framework we use in every sales page we've done so far, and it's free for you to download in the link in the description box below.
It's very handy. This is exactly what we use every single time that we have to create an offer, or we have...
For our clients as well.
For our clients. For workshops that we want to do. Every time we speak to the person to what they are trying to achieve and what results they want to achieve.
But if you have a membership and you are following these principles and it's still not selling, it might be that you're not attracting the right people. So it's the content that you're producing that is not hitting the right points. We took so long to figure this out, and what type of content makes rich people give you money or actually attract your ideal client. And we spoke all about this specific topic here in this video right here. You should watch it so that you can improve your content and make more money with it.